Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are doing an update video on Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams and the FBI in an alleged incident that took place on the plane on the Delta flight, as Porsha is just simply trying to come back from BravoCon and all of the things, come back from Las Vegas to Atlanta, and apparently there was chaos. Now, as you know, I did a video yesterday where Lauren LaRosa of The Breakfast Club reported via Porsha's attorney that Porsha was verbally assaulted on the flight, right? And also, we saw Porsha with the FBI as she was off the flight, but again, there was no Porsha in no handcuffs, you guys. She was not being escorted off the premises once Porsha got to the gate. No. So, none of the less, Andy Cohen has gotten wind of this, you guys. And allegedly, apparently, a caller has also called in to give their account as to what allegedly happened. Now, this is coming from secondhand. This person's mom's best friend was on the flight. So, let's now take a listen to what their alleged account is as to what has happened.
Lindsay from California is on the phone. She knows someone who was on Porsha's plane. Okay, so did your friend see anything?
So my mom's best friend was on the flight. She said she was 3 rows behind the incident. She didn't really see what started it, but she just heard a ruckus. And then she realized it was Porsha and this old, she described her as an old white Karen. And she said that, she just kept claiming that Porsha hit her, but she said that she didn't see any of that happening. And yeah, she said that Porsha looked fabulous in her fur coat, and it was just crazy. But I'm like, okay, next time videotape it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's really all we got. But she said it was just her antagonizing Porsha, and she didn't really see Porsha.
Her whole aura in the footage that I've seen has very much been 100% innocence, and I blame the white woman.
I do too. Thank you, Lindsay.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Oh my gosh. By the way,
Not I blame the white woman. No. What is happening? What the welly on stage. So also we have as well Meredith Marks from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City also was in the blogs for the reality, I believe it's the reality rundown page, and she had quoted in the original story from page 6 of what the lawyer said happened, said, interesting. And so people thought that she was being messy. And somebody had left a comment and said, Porsha's going to get you next, queen, stay safe. And then Meredith Marks replied and said, Porsha is the victim here. She did nothing wrong. Now, I think the reason why Meredith Marks said the interesting was not because of Porsha, it's because there is an alleged incident on the plane as well that depending on which housewife tells the version of events, some might feel it's over exaggerated, some feel might felt people did too much or whatever else. So that could be why Meredith is having the reaction that she is having. Now, as for this incident with Porsha, right? Here's the thing. I feel like at this point in time, if you're a Housewives fan, you have it ingrained in yourselves at this point for the most part, unless you're a person who doesn't subscribe to the Stan Wars of it all. But I feel like for the most part, when it comes to these Housewives, you've already made a decision. You're either going to like them or you're going to hate them, right? And it doesn't matter what type of redemption arc they have. It doesn't matter if they've made mistakes in the past and have been apologetic for them. If there is something that you can point to about that person that you feel this says a lot about their character, it says a lot about their morals, it says a lot about their values, you're going to hold on to that image, right? And so it's no secret that Porsha has had a history of violence on Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? So it is no secret at all that, you know, if somebody is now in the presence of Porsha, right, that they can make up an allegation and say, you hit me. Hit me? Y'all my brother and me friends, remember? Hit me! And then eventually he did hit him. But nonetheless, I'm saying that to say that, you know, unfortunately on these shows, the reputation unfortunately precedes you. And so it is very easy for somebody to say, hey, Porsha's on my flight. I've got privilege. I've got the complexion for protection. Porsha's on my flight. She's sitting near me or next to me or she's by me. I can create an incident in my mind, right? And execute it flawlessly and accuse her of something she didn't do, but they're going to believe me because I'm elderly, I am privileged, and because Porsha has a history of violence that we saw on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's going to be taken away in cuffs. She's going to get off my show. I don't want to see her no more, right? But according to the account of the person who, you know, saw what happened, or their mom saw what happened, and their mom best friend or whoever were a few rows back and saw this lady trying to antagonize Porsha, trying to get Porsha to come out of her shell, to come out of her spot and act the stereotypical way that they're expecting Porsha to act, or expecting old Porsha and how she used to move on these shows and throwing hands and knucking if you bucking and ready to fight. They were expecting to bring that out of Porsha so they can have an excuse and say Porsha did this to me. No. I find it interesting. As many Porsha haters are out there, it is how many days past? We're a couple days out of this story being out. And not one person who, and I know y'all love to be on your phones, not one person, if Porsha allegedly did something to this lady, how come there is no cell phone footage? There is no cameras at all of Porsha allegedly doing something to somebody else, because y'all would be the first ones to pounce on it. It's giving that the alleged account that called into Andy Cohen's show, it sounds closer to their version of events, that somebody was looking for a moment because they were in the presence of Porsha, and because of Porsha's previous history on the show, they were hoping to zone in on that and hone in on that and make themselves the victim. And make themselves seem as though they were the victim and not the aggressor in the situation. But because it's considered an incident, because it's something that escalated and everything else, and they were trying to antagonize, they were trying to throw out all of these insults and hoping that Porsha did something back, that hoping Porsha would swing on them or push them or do something to validate what they have seen previously on the show. And because they didn't get the reaction they were looking for, you know, we don't have anything, you guys. We don't have anything. Why wasn't Porsha taken away in cuffs if something went down? Where is all these people? Because you know those flights to Atlanta be full as ever. So you're trying to tell me all those people on that flight, somebody 3 rows back saw what went down, allegedly, but nobody else at this point has any footage that has not leaked on the tickety-talk, that has not leaked on the Twitters, that has not leaked on the Instagrammies. There's no footage up until this point, y'all. Nothing on the Jasmine brand, nothing on the Shade Room, nothing on the Neighborhood Talk, nothing on the OMFG Reality TV page, nothing on the Reality TV Rundown page, nothing, zilch, nada. Nothing on the Peach Report for the Atlanta updates, nothing. Nothing on the Bravo Shade Room, nothing. But somebody was looking for a moment to happen. And it seems as though it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened, at least until this point. But I think, again, people make decisions based off of certain things they want to point to on these shows. And if you decided in your mind that Porsha is going to Mortal Kombat you 24/7, Porsha is a Street Fighter 24/7, you thought this was your opportunity. You thought this was your moment on that Delta flight to see if Porsha was going to get knuck and buck with you, and you effed around and found out that she did not give you the energy that you were hoping to be reciprocated, because where is the footage? Where is the footage that Porsha did something wrong? So there's that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.